If you're watching this video, my name is JJ Bell. I co-own and co-founded Excite Experiences with my business partner, Cindy Steffensmeyer, who is also my aunt. And we have been in business now for 11 years. Um, just been an absolute wild ride. If you want to learn more about our story and our dream, how this is just a dream come true for us, you can check it out on our website, excitemytravel.com. That's also where you'll find this tour along with all of our other trips, both in 1 days and multi-days. There's lots of things to choose from nowadays. Super awesome. But tonight we're doing a tour info session on Jasper, Banff, and Glacier National Park. So we're going to talk about that trip, and I'll go over some frequently asked questions for most of our tours, and then we'll see if there's any questions left in the group. And like I said, this is also on Tuesday night. So if you're live on Facebook, also we're going to do Tour Tuesday at 7:30 as scheduled. I'm going to be here first, then I'll run to the office, and we'll be live there making New England clam chowder. So, all right. Jasper, Banff, and Glacier National Park. This was a tour request from several of our guests over the years that wanted to do a tour to Jasper and Banff. And so we looked into it, found a great contact up there, and put together a trip. So the date of this is August 11th through 17th, 2025. We are so excited to have a great group already. We have 20 people signed up for the tour already, so it's definitely a go. If you're still interested in signing up, there's still room, so listen up, and hopefully we'll get you on board. Let me go over here. Bear with me 1 second. I want to talk about some details here. Okay, so this is again July or August 11th through the 17th, 2025. The tour price is $2,800. The deposit is $250. Airfare, we are going to, it's not included in the price, but we actually have enough people to go already, so we bought group airfare. It's a great rate and it's a great schedule compared to what we were going to book for retail. So once I get it back from our partner that does our group airfare, we will send out a letter to everybody and the invoice with the price and the schedule and all that. So you'll have that. If you're departing from someplace other than Omaha, that's amazing. We will reach out to you and make sure we get the right departure airport for you and the right price if there's any difference. So that is coming out maybe this week. It's a pretty packed week this week, but for sure next week. But if you're looking for flights, we've already taken care of that for almost everybody. So you'll get more information about that soon. Speaking of flights, this is the schedule. If you're leaving from Omaha, this is what the schedule will be. Okay. So it will be in on August 11th, a 7 a.m. departure from Omaha. You have a layover in Seattle, and then we get to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada at 4:40 p.m. And then we will have a shuttle pick all the group up and take us to our hotel. And then we'll do our welcome dinner in Edmonton. We got a really amazing place picked out. The hotel in Edmonton is amazing. We'll talk about that. So that works out great. And then, hi, Jody Lynn. Hi, Susan. And then on the return on August 17th, we're leaving from Missoula, Montana. And that departure is at 2:35 p.m. And then you have a layover back in Seattle again with an arrival back in Omaha at 11:57 p.m. And these are with Alaskan Airlines. Okay. Hi, Ruth. Okay. So that is the airfare schedule. The price is $940, I believe. We'll triple check that when I get it back from our partner, but that is round trip with Alaskan. Okay. So that's how the airfare is going to work on this one. We will, if you're going to fly from Omaha, we've already booked everything. If there's some extenuating circumstance, you want to stay later, go earlier, use points, we can still do all of that. So we can still call you individually and do that. That's no problem. When you get the invoice from us, you can just let us know. If you're not flying from Omaha, we will reach out to you and just make sure that you have your specific reservations made for you. Okay, we'll take care of that for you. Okay. So let's get going here. So day one obviously is flights. So you will meet your group at the airport. I'm just going to go from Omaha, but because that's what the guide's going to leave from. But if you're coming from another city, that's fine. You'll meet the group. We'll talk about that with you. But your guy will meet you in an Excite Polo at the ticket counter. In this case, it's Alaska. So you'll meet at the Alaskan counter at Epley. And then we will check you in. You're already going to have your confirmation, but you don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to print tickets. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just come to the airport and bring your ID and your passport. And then when you get to the airport, we'll print off your ticket for you. Okay. Then we'll give you your cookies, our famous chocolate chip cookies, and we'll go through security, and then you will fly with your guide, which is Bill and Chris on this tour, up to Edmonton. And then once you arrive in Edmonton, you will, again, we'll meet our motor coach. It'll take us to our hotel. Our hotel for the first night in Edmonton is I just had this. Now I gotta remember why I have so many trips on my mind. Okay, is the Fairmont Hotel right on the river. It's absolutely gorgeous. So great. So we'll get you all checked in to the Fairmont Hotel. And then once we get kind of settled, we have a little bit later dinner reservation. Uh, you know, probably about 6:30, 7 p.m. for dinner. It's right down the street from the hotel. It's an amazing local cuisine, local food. So you'll love it. And then probably be ready for bed after that, I would assume. It's been a long day, got great food, time to relax. And then the next day we really get going. Okay, so we have a private motor coach. People ask about luggage. It's similar to the airline. You can have one big checked bag and then like a backpack on top. Um, it'll be cooler up there in August, but not cold. So, I mean, I would bring a jacket. We'll go over that again too for that signed up for the tour, about a month in advance. But jeans, maybe shorts. We'll see if there's any sort of heat wave or anything going through at that time. But jeans, shirts, everything is relatively casual for the whole trip. I would say just dressing for comfort. It's an outside tour, so you're gonna be outside. So, dress accordingly. Okay, well, we start right away with Jasper National Park. So Jasper National Park is the largest park in Canada, known for its jagged mountains and turquoise lakes supplied by the glaciers. Tour this magnificent park with a guide before enjoying lunch in Jasper. So we have a local step-on guide that will be on our coach with us, join us in Jasper. So you're going to get like a really in-depth view understanding of what's going on and why Jasper is so special. I mean, other than the views, right? Declared the best boat cruise in Canada by 8 million readers, digest subscribers. The Moraine Lake, fed by the glaciers of Jasper National Park, we're going to cruise on the lake. Now, it did experience a fire this last season, but when we called up there, they said it's still able to do the boat tour and it's totally worth it. So we're still going to do it and see everything that everyone just imagine on Moraine Lake. And then you're going to obviously have that panoramic view across the crystal clear waters. Glide past the jagged mountain peaks with the cruise to Spirit Island. That's where they had the fire. A world famous destination only accessible by boat. And then tonight you're going to spend the night in Jasper with the mountains as your amazing backdrop. Absolutely spectacular hotels up in Jasper. You're going to love it. We're there one night. So we'll get you checked in, and then there's lots of places to eat around the hotel. So you'll be able to check into your hotel, and then we'll have dinner on your own. Lunch is also on your own today in Jasper, and we will stop at a place that you'll be able to have a selection for lunch. All right, day 2, we are doing Banff Columbia Skywalk and the Athabasca Glacier Tour. So over the next 2 days, you will be experiencing Banff. Start the Glacier Discovery Center, where you will ride in a huge ice explorer for a guided tour of Glacier and listen to the engaging commentary about glaciers. Then walk across the ice-bottomed skywalk for stunning views of the cliff's edge. Lunch will be provided by Glacier Discovery Center, where you'll have time to explore their amazing interactive exhibits. It is totally an amazing site, totally amazing museum. You'll love it. While in Banff, spend time viewing visible glaciers, rushing waterfalls, and turquoise lakes. It's an absolutely stunning day, one you will never forget. And then we're back to the hotel for back to your new hotel in Banff that night. Again, where you'll have plenty of selections for dinner. And if you're on the Zoom, I'm going to actually share my screen so you can follow along with my brochure here instead of looking at me. So there you are. So I am on our website where you can read through the brochure with us. We just went through day 3. Okay, day 4. We're doing the Banff Gondola Interpretive Center and lunch at Chateau Lake Louise. This morning, discover sweeping scenes of 6 mountain ranges, the Bow Valley, and the charming town of Banff from the Sulphur Mountain summit via gondola. Once you're at the top, begin your adventure by strolling the boardwalk to the Cosmic Ray Station and Sanson's Peak to learn about Canada's first national park. Then head inside to explore their world-class mountaintop discovery center. That is like, again, they do it so well. This is such a rich part of Canada. You're gonna love everything they do there. It's so well done. In the afternoon, we're gonna come back down from the peak, and then we're gonna go to the famous Chateau Lake Louise and have lunch within Banff National Park. The high-end mountain hotel dates back to the 1890s. You'll have time to explore Banff this afternoon before heading back to your hotel in the park. Absolutely amazing. If you want to look up the hotels, by all means, look them up. They're spectacular. That Chateau Lake Louise is also an amazing site. The food's also great. It'll be just a very memorable day, and the scenery is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, so we are on day 5. So day 5, you're going to spend time in the charming hamlet of Lake Louise, surrounded by mountains and lakes. There's so much to see and do here, from hiking and sightseeing to shopping and wellness activities and more. You'll need time to take it all in. Lunch is at the iconic Lake Louise rail station, which is famous for their lunch. And then this afternoon, we're going to start our journey south. So this town of Lake Louise has so many things to do. So again, we will be talking about like where you want to go eat, and if you want to do, like have a massage, or if you want to go shopping, or if you want to go to all the different, stores, or go to the museums. You're going to have time to do this area on your own. Obviously, our guide's going to have information. We'll make sure that Billy and Chris are aware of the activities that you can do there so that you'll have options. And then this afternoon, we're heading to Glacier National Park back into the United States. Okay, day 6, you are going to be in Glacier National Park. An absolutely spectacular day awaits you. This morning, you're going to join the iconic Red Jammer Tour, the most iconic, inclusive tour of Glacier National Park. You're going to start with a drive. This is an all-day tour. Okay. Start with a drive to the Marias Pass, enjoy lunch at Lake McDonald's Lodge, and then tour the Grand Cedar and Hemlock Forests. Ascend to the high alpine region of the Going to the Sun Road at Logan Pass, and back down into St. Mary's Village, where your hotel is. Um, Finish the tour with the grand vistas of the grasslands, prairie, and mountains as you arrive back to Glacier Park Lodge. So you are staying at the let's see here, the Great Bear Lodge, I believe. Yep, Great Bear Lodge in Glacier. It's awesome place. It is in the perfect location, with a great restaurant, so you'll be able to grab dinner there with everybody. By this time, you'll have known all the guests really well, and so I'm sure you'll have plenty of things to talk about, and like people that you've known by now. So that's day 6. And then day 7, we are going to start our journey back to Missoula. So we'll wake up with the amazing breakfast in this beautiful setting, and then we'll have a late morning departure for Missoula afternoon for your afternoon flights back home. Talked about those flights being at like what did I say? 2:35. So we'll probably leave about 9:30 to get to the hotel or get to the airport, and then you'll be back to the airport for your flights home. Okay, so on this trip, we have the cancellation policy like we do on most of our other trips, which is 31 days and earlier for departure. You have a full cash refund or whatever way you paid, be credit card or check or ACH. 30 days up into the tour departure is a tour credit. The flights, you would get a flight credit back in your name, okay, for cancellations in the same policy window. So, if you'd like to have the ability to cancel at any moment, we suggest purchasing travel insurance. That is through TravelX. You use our location code, which is on the brochure, and give them a call. Then you can put in there the tour info price, a little bit about yourself, and then they can give you a quote for what the price is going to be. There's usually 3 options with TravelX, so you can pick what best suits your needs for what you're looking for. It's an investment, and so it's something to think about. It's definitely not required to have travel insurance. There's a couple different ways to sign up for the tour. So obviously, like I said, our website is excitemytravel.com. I'm going to go back one step here. Okay, let's see here. So you're going to go to our website, and then you'll go to multi-day tours, and then you can scroll down and you'll see Jasper, Banff, and Glacier National Park. And then if you hit print PDF, you can print the PDF version of the brochure, and then you can fill out the order form and you can mail it to us. Or Again, if you're on Zoom, you can see that we have our page here. You can still print the PDF right here. You can hit this read more button on the left-hand side that says read more, and it lists off the exact same thing that's on the itinerary. Talks about airfare, talks about trip insurance, what's included, all the meals. Again, gives you a place to download the brochure. And then you can also book online. You just decide if you want to do double occupancy or single occupancy, and then hit book now. And then it'll come up and ask information about you and get your reservation started. Okay. The other way you could do it is you could just give us a call. So we're open basically 8 to 5. If we're not around or we're on the phone with the people, it's been so busy lately. Leave a message and we'll give you a call back. But you can certainly sign up with any of our guests, or our office staff, and we'd be happy to take your reservation over the phone. The deposit again is $250. If paying by credit card, Visa charges us a 3.5% fee, and so that's what we include for credit cards. But if you're paying with cash, check, or ACH, that is free. You can either write that on your order form or send the check in like that, or call us and we can take that information over the phone for you and process it. Okay, so let's say you're like, yes, this is amazing. I want to go see these amazing national parks in Canada and be completely taken care of by our staff, have everything arranged for you, stay in amazing hotels. Then get signed up. Once you get signed up, you're going to receive an email confirmation. Okay. And then we will obviously you'll get information about your flights because we're doing it with the group this time. And if you're flying someplace other than Omaha, we will call you and we'll go over that schedule with you. And then about a month before the tour departs, 45 days to a month, we will bill out the remaining balance of the tour. You will also receive your tour information packet, which includes, other things about what to pack, what the hotel's addresses are and contact information, other things to know about the tour. It'll talk about the first day of airfare and how that works. And it also includes your luggage tags. And so you have that information and you can pay your final invoice at that time. And then the week before the tour, we will have a call with everyone. And so we will call every guest and we'll say, hey, this is the flights we have you on. This is the confirmation number. You want to be at the airport at this time. Again, you're going to meet Bill and Chris at the Alaskan ticket counter in Omaha, if that's where you're flying from, at XYZ time. They will help you get checked in. And then this is how the first day works. If you are flying in and meeting the group at a different time, we will tell you about those arrangements at that point as well. So you'll be, whether it's a different transfer, getting to the hotel early check-in, all that kind of stuff. We'll tell you all about that once we get that reservation made for you, and you'll know how the first day works without a question. You're also going to have the guide's contact information, so Bill and Chris will have reached out to you and been like, "Hey, here's what's going on. Here's where we are. Here's how we're going to meet up," and then you're off on tour. So it's pretty simple. It's great. The great thing about I think these trips is that everything is taken care of for you. And we have great places picked. We timed it out for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And for the guys, if maybe I just heard kind of bus tours sometimes aren't your thing, but you've always had to drive and it's harder to see things, right? You're navigating a lot of the time, not all the time, but some of the time. This is a way to do it, right? Let us do all the planning and pick out all the best stuff for you, and then you can just enjoy out of the huge windows of the bus. We're not taking a big group. We're probably going to take 25 to 30 people. So there will be plenty of room on the motor coach for people to move around and pick different sides of the motor coach so you can get different views. There's no right side of the bus because you never know what side the views are going to be on. So, just jump on. If you want to sit somewhere else, certainly just pick a new seat the next day or later on that day. Okay, that's really the trip. You know what I mean? It's great. August 11th and 17th. Again, 25 to 30 people. We already have 20, so there's a few spots left if you still want to jump on. We would love to have you. Um, okay, so what questions are out there? I would love to see what's out there. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and go back to me. Attendees, great. On Facebook or here in Zoom, certainly write in your questions. If you're not watching it live, call our office with questions if we don't answer them here. Okay. Let's see. Single travelers, there is a single price. You can come with us and have your own room. That is why that single price is slightly different. That price is $37.20. So we do have availability for single travelers. That often is brought up. We talked about luggage, we talked about cancellation, we talked about trip insurance. Talking about the guides. What else is out there? What questions did I miss? Pauline, iPad 3. Cool. Well, like I said, it's a fabulous tour. It's a great way to see them. Everything is done for you. Okay, Dave, JJ, at one time some special visa or was required for Canada? Is that still required? I don't believe so, but if there is one, we'll know that shortly, and we will take care of the paperwork for you. But as long as you have a passport, you should be good to go. Yeah, there is one for Europe, but for Canada, I think we're okay. Now, who that could change, there's a lot of drama going on with Canada and the US, so who knows what they're going to ask us to do, but we will manage that for you. Good question. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Benita. Hi, Christy. Hi, Bev. Betty. Type it in the chat. Questions, comments. Hi, Leah. I know, right? Hi, Marcia. All right, everybody. Again, this is recorded. So, hi, Sherry. Yeah, I know, it's gonna be so great. This is being recorded, so you can watch this again on Zoom if you wanted to rewatch it or had other things you were thinking about. If you have more questions, message us on Facebook, email me, email our team, info@excitemytravel.com. Call us tomorrow. We would love to answer any questions you have, get you signed up. If you have friends that want to go, let's get them on. Let's go. Will the tour be offered again in 2026? Yeah, I don't see why not. It was popular this year. I'm sure we'll have it again next year. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, I really appreciate you taking time with us. I know that everybody's so busy nowadays, and it's so special to us that you join us here on these lives or on Zoom here. Um, we cannot wait to travel with you. We will catch y'all later. Be sure if you are on Zoom, we'll catch you later. Thank you for attending. If you have questions, give us a buzz.